So, time to start. We're very happy to have Howard back this time for an evening of his own original music. So let's give them a warm virtual welcome. It's Howard Wiley on saxophone, Thomas Pridgen on drums, LJ Holoman on piano and the Hammond B3 organ, Julio Xavier Cheto on bass. It's the Howard Wiley Quartet. Enjoy.
Hey. Right on, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning on in. This is a very special evening, special live stream from me. We're playing all original music by yours truly. That first one, and before I even get to that, a lot of my music is inspired by my heroes, my community, the culture in which I grew up in. So it's this dude play guitar named Jimi Hendrix, who I really love, and I wrote that first tune for him called Blues for Jimmy. And that tune we just got finished playing, that song is not for my heroes. That song is for anybody who's had a glorious Friday night and you woke up Saturday morning and you did it one more time and you're trying to figure out if you, hey, do you want to get something to eat? And she trying to figure out, do I want to invite him over for some brunch? You know, that thing is called Saturday morning, for when everything work out. You know what I'm saying? You do it before you go to sleep. You wake up, you do it again, and then you get something to eat. That is a wonderful Saturday morning. I know it's Sunday evening right now, but if you got invited to Sunday evening, woo! You laying it down right there. That's next level stuff. Friday night, all day Saturday, and you kicking it on Sunday, figuring out, you know. I was about to say something, but you know, it was a little too controversial. It was about unmentionables, and when you don't plan on staying the night, you got to have your unmentionable game up. So that's for the next one. Y'all been writing a lot of music, and this is a new one. We played a couple older songs, and we're gonna dip into a new one. I've yet to name this. I just been calling this Jam in the Key of Church. Y'all enjoyed that one. That was good. That was good, y'all. That was a little something I did. I had a lot of sounds in it. Y'all grew up in church in North Oakland. I can't say East Oakland because, you know, LJ got that true East Oakland church situation, so I make the distinction. But, you know, it was still in the town, and it was still very Baptist. The whole church was from the South. This is, speaking of Oakland, this is very special guest we have right here. I tease him all the time for calling him Mr. Oakland. He is one of our most wonderful political representatives, our most wonderful artists, Oakland bred, Oakland born. Y'all, I want y'all to, I guess I want to say put your hands together, but it's just you in front of your TVs and computer screens, but we want that energy because it's live, okay? I want y'all to put y'all hands together. We're going to feature Mr. Oakland himself, multi-instrumentalist. He just had a video out with the San Francisco Symphony. He was playing piano. He was writing music. educated, master's degree in music, Oakland School of the Arts educator, my fellow Black London homeboy. Y'all give it up for Mr. Kev Choice. Come on, Kev Choice. Come on, Kev Choice. Kev Choice. Oh, you got nice mask, player. Like you got you employed with the you know what I'm saying? The vice president of NARA's San Francisco chapter coming here with nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? Leather hat and everything. I've been wearing this whole outfit every live stream. You know what I'm saying? I've been affected by the Rona. She has taken so much from me. Okay, the Rona will make sure you communicate in your relationships, because it's no place to go, okay? You can't go to your friend's house. You can't go to your big mama house. You got to work it out. You got to talk it out. However, this song has nothing to do with any of that. This is a song I wrote from Mr. Billy Strayhorn, but it's like these things that I really like wonderful music, wonderful composers, people whose music is really a part of the culture, and then it's this dude who I have a very special place in my heart for. His name is Dr. Dre. So this is my song for Billy Strayhorn with a little Dr. Dre featuring Mr. Kevin Choice.
The legends put me on, huh? The legends put me on, yeah. Put me on. All the legends put me on like Billy Strayhorn. The legends put me on, huh? Cause I grew up listening to Strayhorn, yeah. The legends put me on. You better go home and listen, Billy Strayhorn, hang on, huh? This is real live music, hey. From Oakland, California down to Houston, hey. All around the world, all the way to Japan. We the 1-man, 4-man, 5-man band, huh? Everybody home, I want to see you clap your hands. This is real live music, can you understand? You can feel it as I'm coming through your internet. I'm on the microphone, I'm about to make you feel wet, dripping wet from the sweat that we bring the heat. On the microphone, it's hard to compete. I'm like an Olympic athlete, on the microphone, moving to the beat. It's Thomas Pridgen, and you know we about to give them rhythm. And my man Julio, this is how we go. I'm about to kick a real Oakland style flow. Me and LJ go back in the day. On them 88s, ain't nobody in our way. We the two top, we about to make it hot. When I'm with Howard Wiley, man, I don't stop. Extra nappy even though I ain't got a cut. On the microphone, volcanic styles about to erupt. We in Piedmont, but this is Oakland, I'm about to romp. Show you how I get down the snow comp. I listen all to the legend. They had me like preaching like I was a fucking reverend. Excuse me, huh? I will a Bruce Lee kick like Bruce Lee. And the styles on these loose leaf. It's how I'm getting down, not a clown from the town. When I spin around and the style is get profound. We getting down like bombs. Kev Choice, shout out to my dad and Shout out to my moms, cause they raised the legend, the king, raised the prince of God. On the microphone, this is real, it's no facade, huh? It's no facade, and I gotta praise. On the microphone, you better not misbehave, because I'll whip you like a slave. But you know we about to erupt. We the rebels, and we coming to stop the corrupt. On the microphone, this is how I bust. When it gets down, if it's no peace, it's no just us, it's just us. We ready to discuss, no fight, no fuss, and we kicking up dust, huh? Shout out to the legends, the legends. Shout out to the legends, the legends. The legends put me on, say peace to my man Billy straight on, hey. Shout out to the legends, the legends. Shout out to the legends, we them legends. Shout out to the legends, yo, the legends put me on. Shout out Billy straight on, come on, hey. Come on, hey. Come on, hey.
Y'all give it up for Kev Choice, everybody. Yes. Y'all like to take this opportunity to announce this. Y'all keep playing, it's good. Announce this fabulous band, y'all. On piano and organ, Mr. LJ Holoman, everybody. Yeah. On the drums, Mr. Badass himself, Thomas Pridgen, everybody. Yes. Hailing from San Francisco, California. Y'all give it up for the jazz thug, Julio Cheto. Yes. Mr. Oakland himself, Kev Choice, y'all. Y'all give it up for Mr. Howard Wiley. Hey. And how y'all give it up? I'm like, you know, Howard, I know y'all thinking that. You're like, how do we give it up? Even though it's live, you right here. How do we give it up? Right on the screen, it say Venmo, Howard Wiley. Give it up, hook that up. It say PayPal me, Howard Jazz. And I'm sure it say Cash App. Please, y'all, we really appreciate those donations. This is a donation-based situation. And we really need y'all help. We appreciate what y'all doing. Donate, hook that stuff up. We appreciate y'all hanging out here for this night of original music. Hey. was a little something for Billy Strayhorn. I wanted to play a little something new. I wrote this song after catching a lot of inspiration. I was just hanging out one day, and this Honda drove by, and all these girls, oh my God, 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 and they kept singing this song, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so I wrote this song for them. I had come up with a very wonderful name for it, a very descriptive name, and I thought it was going to go great. But I was performing the song in Berkeley, and the liberal Nazis did not like my song title. I thought they were going to like it. I made a lot of Jerry Curl jokes. I made a lot of Afro jokes. We laughed at good times, and, you know, if the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. We talked about all that, okay? But then when it came to this song, they didn't like the title. This song's new, liberal Nazi-approved title is called I Love the Way You Smile, originally titled White Girls in a Honda. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Howard, I love your song. That was nice. We got into some stuff on that one. It was nice. It was nice. Thomas hit a little shuffle. You know what I'm saying? He let you know he's from Richmond because, you know, you got to do a little shuffle up in there. You know, you did a little shuffle. Y'all, we're going to invite Mr. Kev Choice back on and play this other new song. I don't know really how to describe it. It's when I was thinking of DeBarge and Prince and you know, Kev, I was hoping you was gonna say that. Kevin came up and said light skin. I was hoping he was gonna come up because it's like my light skin jam. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about good hair and you know the black people that got to put on suntan lotion. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about y'all on this tune right here, and it just came to me. It was feeling good because you know it happens. You know what I'm saying? The sun right now is not the sun that it was before, so we could all get burnt, but not the way I wrote this song for those people. Okay, so yo, we're gonna do a little something. I hope y'all like it. You know, Kev calls this light skin. He was good. That was right. He was right.
Don't act like you know me now, see me on top and I'm getting this work. Cause when we was down and was out and was broken and nobody heard. Don't act like you know me now, see us on top and we getting this work. Don't act like you know me now, see me on top, hey. These haters gon' hate, I had to understand that's part of the game. Yo, my homies told me don't trip off nobody, just stay in your lane. We only did music because of the love, never was for the fame. Now out of a check, we need this check every time that you mention my name. We don't want no problems. I got homies and partners, no forgetting out of pocket like wallets. Getting at your girl while you was around her. We out of town, this moment of silence for all of my brothers and sisters we lost to this violence. I don't condone it, somebody gotta show these youngsters a better way. I am like Moses, look what I started. Most of this live shit I hear I influenced, that I had a part in. I raised the bar, I set a standard. I went from playing in bars to touring the planet. Still wasn't handed, no opportunities, but I still managed. Put myself in that conversation. When you talk about the ones that made it, I'm one of the greats. Hey baby, how you feeling today? Won't you come and hear me in a band play? We got a little something to say. And we always go rep the Bay. Richmond and Oakland and Frisbee and San Jose. This way and that way, all the way for hell. You know how we gotta get down for people that know we the heroes. Locally, international though. I'll be up high on a plane. I'm about to show you intelligence, and you about to give me some brain. Can you stand the rain? This is the new edition. On the microphone, I'm about to show you I put you in position. Woo! We ain't gonna stop it, huh? Every time I flip a topic, you was in the middle of Oakland. I took you out to the tropics. We was out all on my island. This is a Louis mask styling. I could get soft like a violin. Or I could get wild when I'm wildin'. Woo! This is a new style I'm showing you. This how I get down on all the shit going through. Look at Trump, he got COVID. He been around people, they know this. They was out all on the lawn. This is Kev Choice, you know I get on the microphone, you know I perform. And I'm gonna show you how all the styles going, making my way, doing the style, I rep it the blade. This is I get down, you know how I play. Howard on sax, we take it to max. We show you the facts, we never relax. We gotta get down like the IRS tax. Coming on microphones, I'm about to snap. This is not music, this more than just rap, huh? Showing you how I rip a new style, slowing it down. I still wear the crown. Hey, make me wanna sing, shine like a diamond ring. Care choice on the mic, don't name I do my thing, yeah, like that. Howard Wiley, extra napkin, Kev Choice, get down. All of my homies get at me, hey. We got to get it. Show you how we get it, Show you how I get it. New styles when I flip it in and get so wicked like that, hey, like that.
Y'all don't forget to follow Kev Choice. Kev Choice on that IG, y'all give it up. Kev Choice, don't forget those donations. See, it's all type of live stuff going on right now. All type of improvisational, situational stuff going on, y'all. I hope y'all good up for Kev Choice. Please check that brother out. Improvisational, situational, we doing it up in here. Y'all, we talking about the cats. We talking about each other, y'all. Please don't forget to donate. It should be on the bottom of the screen because I know Noah hooked that up, and I know Jordan made sure to put in the comments, you know, my Venmo. I know you did that, right, Jordan? I know you did that, right, Noah? Noah told me ain't no pause button, so he can't cut none of this crazy shit I'm saying out right now. And he busy, too, so can't nothing happen at least till Thursday, okay? So y'all gonna get this real stuff, okay? I'm letting it be known. It's cool. Why y'all get quiet? We're going to keep playing some music. We talking about stuff. Hold on tight, man. Hold on tight. We about to play this. Kev, you want to play something? Kev going to play something. Kev going to play something. We're going to do this song. I was talking about Elvin Jones. I was talking about Billy Strayhorn. Actually, I wasn't talking about Elvin Jones yet. But I thought I talked about Elvin Jones. I didn't. We going to say that for a second. I talked about Billy Strayhorn. You know, I really love that dude's music. That was Duke Ellington's collaborator. He wrote such great music that is so inspirational to this day. Lush Life, he wrote that when he was 17 years old. Wonderful composer, very overlooked for so many reasons. This next song is by it's by me. Actually, I wrote all this shit, but it's inspired by one of my favorite saxophone players. I started reading the Miles Davis autobiography when I was 16, and Miles had just moved to New York and got a gig with this saxophone player from Kansas City. His name was Charlie Parker, and Charlie Parker loved to eat fried chicken and other things on the way to the gig in the taxi. So you just imagine a 16-year-old talented saxophone player reading in the Miles Davis book about the love of fried chicken, eating fried chicken, and other things. So this song is for Mr. Charlie Parker. I came up with this when I was practicing, something I get to do a lot more now because of the Rona. Sorry, we got into a little sniper stance discussion on the bandstand, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to have that in a minute. That was good, y'all. Kev Choice on the piano, everybody. Yes. That's the same dude that was the fifth nappy. He said that out loud. That was good stuff. Y'all, we thank Kevin Choice so much, y'all. Don't forget to hit the donate situation right there. We've been playing songs written by me for the masters, for people who've influenced me, and just good music. Now I would like to talk about this one dude who introduced a different way of thinking when I was a young person. Thomas was right there too. We got to meet and hang out with Steve Coleman very early on in our teenage years, and Mr. That's Steve Coleman. Had a big influence on the south side of Chicago, Von Freeman, DeSable High School, all that good stuff. I just saw LJ go out and like hook his car up. I didn't even know that was happening. I was about to start the song. He checking his car. I know. And I just saw L walk off. Like, that was hilarious. Back to Steve Coleman. So we started thinking about stuff. Thinking. So the song is very simply titled, called Five.
That's why LJ went somewhere and take a walk. I just wanted to hear my voice. Right there. Oh, yeah. That's why I did that. What? In that glass. Oh, I know.
That was a lot right there, everybody. That was a lot. That was a lot. We did a lot in that one. That was good. I'm cheesing. It was good. After that, I think we need to slow it down. Need to chill it out a little bit. Now I'm going to talk about Elvin Jones. Elvin Jones is this great musician who I've had the opportunity to see perform since I was a teenager up to his very last concert here in Oakland, California. I was present at, and it was great to see him all through his career, and he made such an impact on me, not only being the drummer for John Coltrane's most prominent ensemble, second to Billy Higgins. That's right, California, we do that. I'm gonna play this song I wrote on the way to church, thinking about Elvin Jones. It's called Elvin on Sunday. Go ahead, Elvin. Y'all, we got Mr. Thomas Pridgen on the drums, everybody. Yeah, yeah. Been knowing this dude since we was kids. Y'all, we got the legendary Mr. LJ Holoman on the piano and the organ, everybody, y'all. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. We have the IG Jazz Thug, Mr. Julio, not Julio, not Fulio, on the bass. Julio Cheto, everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yours truly, Howard Wiley. Y'all, I thank you so much for hanging out with us. Listen to all these songs I wrote, playing with some of my favorite musicians on planet Earth, y'all. Don't forget to donate. Hit us up on that Venmo on the Howard Wiley. Hit us up on that PayPal Me on that Howard Jazz. Hit us up on that Cash App. We really, 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 really appreciate it. We thank Jim Callahan and Pete My Piano for hosting us yet again. We'd like to thank Noah for wonderful sound and video and helping me move this big heavy ass organ up on this stage, y'all. Me and Noah, we was doing that shit, y'all. Check me out on the IG on the Howard.Wiley. Hit me up on that Facebook. Please watch this video on the YouTube, y'all. Thank you so much. We're going to play one more before we can get out of here in a minute. Y'all, we thank you so much. Check us out on those donations. Thomas Pridgen on the drums. LJ Holoman on the piano and the organ. Julio Cheto on the electric bass. Yours truly, Howard Wiley, on the saxophone and compositions. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful Sunday evening and good night.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Another beautiful show, the Howard Wiley Quartet. Now, as you can see, the links for donating are still up. Please leave a tip for these great musicians. Everything, 100% of what you donate will go directly to them, so please do that if you haven't already. Thank you. So that's all until next time. We're going to be back this coming Thursday at 5 p.m., as always. This time with Anna Laura Quinn, fabulous singer from New Orleans, originally from the Bay Area. She's coming through town, and we wanted to be sure to get her into the showroom sessions. You're really going to enjoy her and her band. So we'll see you there this coming Thursday at 5 o'clock. And for all of our shows coming up in the future, you can join our email list. You can go to our website, piedmontpiano.com. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. I think you can also follow us on Facebook. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. Do one of those things. Do all of those things. And we'll be sure and let you know about everything that's coming up. So until next time, this is Jim Callahan for Piedmont Piano Company and the Showroom Sessions. My co-producer of the Showroom Sessions is Jordan Perlman, and our on-site engineer, the very talented Noah Hendricks. So until next time, we'll see you next time.